I'm still on the intro.
Hello, and welcome to the world of Entity Point. Before we begin, I have a question for you. Have you seen the author? I'm the narrator of this story, detailing to you, the watchers, ever present, and to the players, the world around them, and the consequences of their actions. I hope you enjoy the story we have to tell. It's been a while since you have seen these faces. We're going to go over what each of them has done the past several months, and if anything has changed. Beginning with Kimberly McKinsey.
Hello. So, Kimberly has been going on missions here and there. Um, Most likely trying to get on any that Nam/Manic are on. Um, and she has her own room that she has a little bit of a project that she's been working on. She's been eating some good sandwiches. Uh, and yeah, just trying to stick it to the UEG. So,
Aren't we all?
yes, I think.
Ariel Holm.
Can you skip? Because I got screaming things.
Oh, okay. Nam Sinam.
Um, During the divide with Nam and Manic, Manic would primarily be going out on the missions with Kimberly, uh, in exchange for Nam being able to do some more further research on Khan and working with Vortex, who Manic isn't necessarily caring about, but that's kind of the tandem that they've been doing. While Nam is looking into more of Khan and his other versions of himself, Manic has been out enjoying life.
Uh huh.
Is a good way to describe it.
Has Nam learned anything about Khan?
No, not currently.
Is Ariel available now?
Yeah. All right, it's bedtime, so
I see.
yes. um, so Ariel has adjusted begrudgingly to being in another facility. Um, she's uh not really wanting to go on any missions, just kind of hung around the base more so. Um, hangs out with Oscar quite a bit, just because it's something familiar, even though being in her feeling trapped again, even though technically she's not trapped, but she feels trapped. Um, so she's just been training a lot, trying to figure out her powers, try to figure out if there's a way for her powers to be useful without having to rely on other people's powers. So that's pretty much what she's been up to.
And before we begin, do any of the players have any questions?
Not currently.
Allow me to paint a picture. You find yourself in the woods. No? Wait. In a house. Wandering through its seemingly endless halls. It's empty. Strangely so. Something's not right. Nam, where are you?
In a forest?
But you're not supposed to be there. That's not... This isn't where your visions are supposed to take you. Something's wrong. There's someone there. In the house. Off to the side. In this large foyer. You see a booth. Sitting in it is a young woman. Wearing circular glasses, hair tied up in a messy bun, a brown button-up vest, and a white shirt underneath. And she's writing in a notebook. She doesn't seem to have noticed you quite yet. What would you like to
Does
do?
does the outfit look familiar to like a facilities uniform or anything?
No. As far as you know, you have never seen this person before.
I will stand and watch.
She continues writing down, like, periodically looking up, but not at you. Are you just gonna stand there? As she looks up at you.
Then I will approach. Um, this is this feels wrong. Who are you?
You're not supposed to be
Where?
here yet.
What do you mean yet?
She taps the notebook with her pen. Right here. You're not supposed to be here yet.
Can I get a glance at the notebook?
You glance at her quickly, so she does close it, but you do see a brief... Nam, but it's slightly scratched, and then it says Manic. Arrives at the house. Veronica.
Veronica?
That's what I'm called. And your Nam.
How do you know that?
I can see things others can't. Know things others shouldn't.
Uh,
There were people who were supposed to be here, but plans changed. And now you're on the list.
a list for what?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the house for that.
And when you say the house, do you mean like the actual house, or
The first house. It's where we are. Put down the knife, Nam.
I don't have a knife.
Saturday, June 13th, 2020. Kimberly, Ariel, and Nam are in the back of a van, being smuggled by cloud across the border into Colorado, through the force field that surrounds it. Led by the syndicate member Concrete, they have a mission: deactivate the force field around Colorado by any means necessary. So Concrete is at the front of the van, driving it. You three are in the back.
Is Oscar with us?
He is not.
Oh. Ariel's grumpy.
Normally, there would be more agents, but this was considered... It's a valuable mission, but too many would bring too much attention. Though what you do know is you are meant to meet a independent operative in the field who will help you in dealing with the base generating the force field within the town of Monarch, Colorado. You have the floor for now.
Was that Concrete telling us all that, or was that our briefing that we had?
That was your
Before
briefing
we left.
beforehand.
Okay. And is this like a van, like where we're sitting like 2 and then 3, or is this like like a police van where we're sitting
It's
along
like a
the
police
sides? Okay.
And Nam is seemingly just woken up from a nap.
Ariel's probably sitting by herself on one side.
That makes sense.
Arms crossed, very grumpy.
Oscar's not here.
The judge not here. And
Kimberly also is like kind of like has her arms crossed, but more like relaxed, just like biding the time, kind of
Mm-hmm.
observational pose more than grumpy.
And
Oh,
talk amongst yourselves.
mm.
For if you didn't hear me, Tyler, Nam had just woken up.
that's why he's yawning.
That's why he's yawning. Okay. I thought it was because he was petting the cat.
Acting.
No, but now I'm yawning. I wasn't yawning. It was more something irrelevant. How
Welcome
much
back.
longer do we have until we reach our destination?
Concrete's in the front.
Oh,
It's,
well,
and the
Is there? Oh,
there's no partition.
he's like,
I guess-
shut up.
I guess if we
We're
are
being
being
smuggled, we should
smuggled
be-
in, yeah, you don't want any discernible, like, oh, we're smuggled in. We're in a fucking van. We're just passengers hanging out, back room.
How long have we been on the road?
a while.
About how long were we told the trip would take?
A few days.
On the dice.
How? So it's a couple hours into a few days.
No, I said a while. A while is any time after.
Oh, wow.
Well, how long is a while, really?
You're almost there, but you haven't passed
Are we there
into
yet?
Colorado yet.
If it was Charlie driving, then I'd just be, are we there yet? Are we there yet? um, decent nap at least?
Yeah, it was pretty uneventful. Just some weird dreams.
So the usual.
Hmm.
You get away from my dice, you
The little thief.
being a little shit.
God.
After about 30 minutes, you come to a stop. And you can hear muffled talking from the front seat. And after a moment, you hear like someone knocking on the side of the van. Concrete quickly opens the hatch and says, "Don't move. They won't see you." And closes it. After a moment, the back door opens where you see two UEG agents looking in. And then they close the door, having seen nothing. And the van continues moving.
Why'd I get vibes off the van?
Would you like to roll your power?
Sure. This is after we start moving again.
Yes. Because that's a funny answer. I really want you to hear.
Whoop. I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. 8 is on the die plus spirit.
Yes.
So 8 plus 2. 10.
Okay. All you hear this from the bus. Road trip, road trip, road trip. Over and over and over again.
It's just happy to be here.
It's just happy to be on the road instead of cooped
What a
up
bus!
in a stronghold.
It's the magic school bus.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, our ride's having fun. I'm gonna ask back if we're almost there.
The van.
If I can do that.
Road trip, road trip. I don't know. Road trip, road trip.
Cool.
After about
Hey guys, we're on a road trip.
After about another 30 minutes, the car comes to a stop, and you can hear Concrete turn it off. It opens the back door. All right, we're here. Action.
Were we given any specific gear for this mission, or just what we normally have?
Well, what some of you normally have is actually better than the gear they could give you.
My shotgun.
Your shotgun.
I have a number of stabby things.
Yeah. This is a very important mission. If we do this, this gives Cloud access to the town of Entity Point. Do you know how important that is?
Seems significant going by the last several months.
Entity Point is where everything started, where the fracturing happened, or it didn't affect. It's where I'm from. A lot things happen there that just don't happen anywhere else. And once
Do we
Cloud
know
takes
what's going
over
on
Entity
there?
Point, then we have a much better chance of winning this.
Is there something happening in Entity Point right now?
Is this in game?
Yes.
No. There was a group of UEG operatives known as the Cabal who had taken over the town, but some of our agents allied themselves with independent people and took them down.
Like the independent person we're meeting?
Yes. It's a group that's not allied with Cloud, but is against the UEG, and that's good enough for me. Who we're meeting, from what Director Hawthorne Ford told me, was a part of that group. Come on. And he starts leading you down some alleyways.
Is this like a quiet walk kind of thing?
Concrete will not talk, but that doesn't mean it has to be quiet.
Okay.
He just said, act natural. Don't draw too much attention. And I think a group of about 4 people being abnormally quiet would draw attention.
What's abnormally quiet though?
Not saying
Could just
anything.
not talk.
So Kimberly's gonna lean into Ariel, like kind of like walk next to her, like if we're able to do what we're here to do, we might be able to help a certain individual you were trying to help, involving a daughter. I'm talking about Garrett and his daughter. For courage.
I got it. Sorry, my LB's been kind of loud in her room, so.
Not to interrupt, but Aaron has given Ariel a token.
I saw. I already marked it. Thank you, Aaron.
Sorry. Scarred the Bowman has gifted Ariel a token.
Is it because I'm the only one who hydrated?
First, thank you very much.
I'm drinking bubbly water.
I mean, I'm not hydrating. I'm hydrating with adult beverage, but
I'm the only one following these rules.
I drink pressurized air.
Is it pressurized?
to some extent.
To an extent.
Only
The
Bear
atmosphere
Grylls
has
because I
some
drink my
pressure.
own piss.
Right as he
Concrete?
took a drink.
Concrete, was that you? That's how I imagine a person named Concrete would talk.
Yeah. I survived out in the wilderness by drinking my own urine. Anyway.
Do you think that this independent contractor knows anything about her?
Don't know if we want to start dropping names to someone we don't know.
After a few minutes, you'll arrive at the back door to an old warehouse. And you enter. Constance. You have been waiting in this warehouse for however long you have chosen to be here?
I mean, it probably took me 2 weeks to get here from where I was, just by Constance's preferred method of travel. So yeah, he's just kind of been chilling out. Obviously, he's been keeping an eye out and kind of on edge, but that's nothing new.
What does Constance look like for those of us who have not paid attention to the other game?
Constance Young is a young white man dressed in partially bleached UEG military fatigues, stripped of their iconography. They hang from his gangly form, indicating they were not fitted for him. His hair is short brown and seems to be recovering from a sloppy attempt to cut it himself. His eyes are brown, but appear brighter by contrast to the bags beneath them. He carries with him an old backpack on one shoulder, which he bears with more character than his baggy uniform, and has a handgun holstered to his side. In a single phrase, his bearing seems to read as a solemn determination.
And with that, can you guys describe what you look like? Your characters look like?
No.
Their appearance might have changed.
I don't remember.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
What does Kimberly look like?
It is.
I went first last time.
Okay.
I don't remember.
what is-
I'll go. I'm a woman with untouchable eyes. Can't touch these eyes.
Wow.
Bizarre.
I
That's
wasn't
what it-
going to.
My whole plan
one of my
was to
choices.
touch your eyes.
No, I think I really honestly don't remember what I said. But she's pretty average height, I believe.
Just for clarification for
Shit.
you, Connor, all of these people except for Concrete are in their early 20s at the most.
I actually I'm 21. Unless there's been the 5 months hit her birthday and she'd be 22, but whatever.
That's
I don't even have an age. I know I'm young. I just don't have an age.
I believe Nam was 19.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah.
Because I think Ariel was the oldest of the group.
She was
Mhm.
21, 22.
21, because she was born in 99.
But
Good.
oh, nothing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Did we have like an outfit that they gave us to wear?
Yes, they gave you equipment, mainly just typical cloud body armor and
Like
such. Most of you already have armor, so it's not going to change anything for that.
Right.
But it's sleek enough armor where they can fit under your normal clothes.
We have normal clothes.
Yes, you were given normal clothes. You're not wearing hospital gowns anymore.
What?
Normal clothes. Oh man.
Ariel's never known normal clothes.
Yeah,
She
so
was
what's she
like,
wearing?
"How do you?"
Does Ariel
Great
have a good
question.
fashion sense?
No, she does
No.
not.
Absolutely not.
Wool pants and a denim shirt.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, okay, so late 90s, probably bright colors, like that kind of go together, but also you kind of like, maybe not. But yeah, just like layers, like she has like probably like a tank top type thing with like a jacket,
Denim.
and then, sure.
Yes.
Continue the tradition.
Dun-dum, dun-dum, dun-dum.
And then she probably has like a short skirt, but then also like pants under the short skirt. Because she liked the look of the skirt, but it's not practical. And the pants, like the skirt has a pattern that clashes with the pants. Listen, she's never had new clothes. These are exciting for her.
Yes.
The car ride was exciting for the first like 30 minutes.
And then it kept happening.
And
And
you
then it
quickly
kept
realize,
going.
oh man, this sucks.
And what's
Um,
Like every child in a car ever. This is great.
Whee! Oh. Oh, well, you didn't have
hate-
windows though. That'd be so boring. Can't even look outside.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
It's 30
what
minutes
does-
instead
what
of
does Nam
10.
look like?
Nam
Has he grown
is
hair?
no, nope. Still
I have a
can't grow
question.
hair.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Nam, does Nam have a first name, and is it Viet?
Nope.
No.
I don't
No.
know what that
Vietnam.
is.
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Oh
Nam
no,
is
his
first
name is Nam Sinam. He is a fairly lesser built individual, probably what the epitome of could fit in a school locker. Bald,
Wow.
very timid. His eyes kind of don't meet yours when you're talking to him. He's looking around. Yeah. He's wearing pretty much a white T-shirt and some khakis.
Denim jacket.
No, they didn't coordinate.
It's too bad.
And Kimberly.
So
Hope you
do
use
we
that
have
time
access to
wisely.
box dye?
Sure.
um, so she has she's pretty average. Brown hair, brown eyes. But in her hair there is um streaks of um red, and she's wearing a graphic tee with Mothman on it and a leather jacket
Not
and then
standard.
dark wash jeans.
Love a good Mothman shout out.
Oh, I
And
found my hero forge. So Ariel has short, like very short, black hair, and she has green eyes.
Did I
Gotcha.
get the hero forged? I don't think so.
No, you had
Probably.
character art already.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, here I'll
you
just.
fucking cheater.
Girl.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I could make Constance in a hero forge. He kind of just looks like a guy.
Oh, I could definitely
I
commission to
tried.
this art. I did not. I can barely make a stick figure.
Do I have Hero Forge? I don't think so. So we're gonna go brown hair, brown eyes with the red streaks.
And finally, Concrete. Concrete is a middle-aged African American man with a graying brown beard, somewhat thick eyebrows, and short dreadlocks that are kind of pushed up a little bit. He's wearing a white button shirt with a red tie and a black vest with a somewhat, in a way, air captain's jacket with thick leather boots and red fingerless gloves. And on his side, he holds a official Cloud-issued pistol. And they walk in. Constance, you can almost immediately tell which one's Concrete.
Yes.
You don't even have to think about it. But he puts his hand, just rests it on his pistol. And, Constance?
Yes. I'm Constance Young. I was told to ask for Concrete.
Good. That would be me. That's just my code name, though.
Yeah, I figured
They
as
don't-
much.
They don't have code names.
Right. Is this the Syndicate?
No. Director Hawthorne thought it best that this team remain small, as too many people would draw too much attention. I am of
I see.
I am of the Syndicate. They are not. Any gestures for you guys to introduce yourselves?
Kimberly.
My name is Nam. Sanam. For the most part, uh, we'll go over that later, though.
I think Ariel froze.
Oh.
There
Oh.
she
Yeah, I
is.
also think that.
I'm still in
That
my
was
narrator spot that I put in the overlay. Everyone else, Kimberly's still there. Constance, Nam, you're kind of split between Ariel and Nam.
Oh, here, hold on. Let me just.
Oh, now you're all Ariel.
It's actually
Perfect.
Discord that crashed.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, she'll be back at some point. There she is.
back.
I think.
Oh. Discord's been obnoxious lately.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. It's been working for me all day. Sir, your character's life is in my hands, so please. I want you to tone down.
It's
sass.
actually in these dice.
Hi,
Only
Ariel.
partially.
Hey!
Welcome back. Maybe?
No,
Possibly?
froze
Froze
again.
Oh, I swear, if she crashes again, that's gonna be funny and annoying at the same time. Hey, Aaron, this is for you. You're gonna cut all this out, right? Right. Right?
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
She's still here. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ah.
Discord just decided to destroy my entire computer. It's
Uh-huh.
fine.
Yeah.
Microwave.
I
Microwave.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't even the internet. It was
Oh, no.
just Discord on the computer. It froze my whole computer and everything.
Aaron said
Oh,
he's not
lovely.
cutting this out.
Well, it only lasted a short
'Cause
time,
he's-
so.
Asshole. Anyway, does Ariel introduce herself?
Sure. I missed all of that. So
Really only said
Sure,
our
she
names,
says.
So.
yeah, she'll kind of Ariel.
Gotcha. Yeah, good to meet everyone. I don't know what Concrete has mentioned or knows, but I was working in loose affiliation with Cloud inside Entity Point recently to remove a certain sect of the UEG known as the Cabal, which have since been dealt with somehow.
What do you mean somehow?
Well, to put it plainly, I was not a particular fan of the people I was working with. We managed to get the job done, but as I had expressed to them, I think it came down more to luck than to actual skill and coordination. They were interesting characters, to say the least, and many of them did not care for operating as a team. Which is the primary reason why I'm turning to Cloud. So working with you all is kind of, I'm here at the request of Director Hawthorne as kind of an introductory test.
And oh, no, my camera's moved. They're back.
Weird camera angle.
I don't like it.
Switching
I
to.
don't like it.
Switching to phone,
Phone.
I see.
Switching sides.
My assumption is that the computer exploded again.
Concrete will turn to Constance. For you, all of us have our power. All of us have powers.
I do as well. Director Hawthorne, I believe, knows this, but I share a connection with the darkness.
So what is that?
All of you roll discern intentions. Specifically.
Oh, good. I'm
on
so glad that
concrete.
Nam knows this.
Not a good roll.
5.
I got 5 as well.
I got the certain intentions uses which thing again?
Charm.
Is this a group that is bad
So
at
3.
charm?
No,
I break
half of
even
me-
now on charm.
Half of me is bad at charm.
The one you're playing right now. And Constance.
I'm rolling discern intentions?
Everybody is.
Oh, okay, my bad.
On who?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So you notice that when you say the darkness, there is a brief look of disdain on Concrete's face, but he quickly hides it.
So what does that mean? You harbor darkness? You prefer the night? You don't go out in the sun?
No, nothing quite that dramatic. Actually, I guess it's true that the darkness itself is dark and somewhat overbearing, but no, as far as my preferences go, I much prefer sunlight to no sunlight. But my connection manifests in the ability to manipulate probabilities to varying levels, and it's something that I haven't fully explored yet. I don't really know the extent of what I'm able to do with it, but yeah, probabilities.
So you have luck.
Yes, I guess you could put it that way. I can manipulate luck for good or ill.
Do you?
Which would
Is
be
it
very helpful for us. Though my name is has a distinct theme and vibe it gives off, I am capable of creating hyper-realistic illusions. Ones that affect the world. They become real, in a way, unless someone can see through them.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good to know.
I am connected to the Blood Emperor. This is the first time the rest of you are hearing this.
Yeah, the Blood Emperor?
That is what he said, yes.
Sounds bad.
Does anyone address
Sounds a
that?
bit different. It sounds a bit different than, say, darkness. It sounds like more like a person than a idea.
In a way, it is a person, or at least from what I know.
Well, aren't they all
Which isn't.
people?
No? Gestures to Nam. His isn't.
Yeah.
I recently had it explained to me that all entities are forces, but not all forces are entities, and entities are like a manifestation of identity and personhood within the force. I don't know. I try not to think about it much.
Yeah, that really hurts my brain,
I don't-
honestly.
I don't think they know what entities are.
Oh,
I've met an entity.
Oh,
I
she
think.
does.
Are we entities?
No.
no.
Would I?
Is Vortex an entity?
And Constance, you recognize that name.
No, I don't think so. He's not. I would hope not.
In which case now, Nam, you realize that Constance knows who Vortex is.
Oh. Yeah, no, I, okay. Uh,
In my mind, particularly my experience with the darkness, like an entity is, yeah, like a creature that wields the force with, like, yeah, it's less. I don't know how to describe it, but an entity is like a person behind the force, but a force can itself be can interact with things.
How does that tie in with Entity Point?
I don't know. The town has a weird slogan which holds frustratingly true, which is things that happen there can't happen anywhere else, which seems not only to be a slogan, but just, or maybe it's a slogan because it's been true. I'm
So
not
a slogan
entirely
or a
certain.
is it more a slogan or a warning?
I would take it as a warning now. I did not when I
Sounds
first arrived there.
Sounds like they need a new slogan.
Nam is definitely not paying attention to the rest of this conversation. He's pretty much just mumbling to himself, is Manic an entity then? Because they don't have a physical form. What about Ghoul, Khan?
Unfortunately, as much experience I've had with entities and all this stuff, I'm not an expert. There were others I knew who knew a lot more than I did. As much as they've tried to explain it to me.
There was an expert in this universe that died a while ago, and his name was Daniel Lane. He really didn't like him all that much.
Have you met the darkness?
Yes, unfortunately, I have.
Unfortunately.
Yes, the manner by which my connection was made was admittedly not. I didn't have a lot of choices.
I
I
didn't
guess.
either.
Yeah, I guess as a gesture of trust, I explain this, but months ago, probably, I think it was back in January, Entity Point was facing a different kind of problem in the form of a being called the Reaper, as well as something to do with a very powerful object called the Shadow Orb. I can't remember the exact connections between the two, but needless to say, the Reaper had an ongoing interest in the Shadow Orb and did a lot of bad things to try to get access to it. But anyway, when things kind of came to a head, I ended up inside the Shadow Orb, and presumably would have been stuck there forever if the Shadow Orb didn't offer me a way out. And given the choice between spending an eternity in a place made of shadows and being able to not spend an eternity there, I chose the latter. So, in so doing, the Shadow Orb formed a connection between me and the darkness. And the reason it could do this is because the Shadow Orb is basically the next, it's like an egg for the next darkness. So the darkness that currently exists is like an adult version that assumed its mantle, and the Shadow Orb is like, as I understand it, the next being who will do that, but not right now. Anyway,
Man, you've
the
dealt
dark,
with a lot.
the darkness
So-
itself. Hold on. Let me get through this. The darkness itself was not particularly pleased that the Shadow Orb had taken the initiative to form a connection between me and it. So, after months of doing my best to hide from the darkness, it found me, spoke to me, and basically asked me, why should I let you remain connected to me? Why should I let you live? And again, in a position between dying and living, I chose the one that got me out, which was to accept a deal that would allow me to live and maintain the connection I had under two stipulations. The first being I would have to, in some part, destroy in its entirety the UEG. The second stipulation is that I would have to somehow return the Shadow Orb to the Darkness's possession.
So
I have-
you have the Shadow Orb?
I do not have the Shadow Orb, no. Nor do I intend to acquire it at any point in the near future. I have chosen to focus much more on destroying the UEG, as the darkness, perhaps generously, did not provide me a time frame with which to accomplish these stipulations.
So your powers are relatively new to you then.
Yeah, I've had them for a short time.
So, with Ariel pointing that out, for the subjects, this is the first time you've ever heard of someone not being born with a connection. Of a special not being born with a power. Gaining it through a deal.
See, I didn't know of a connection for my life, but I was born with the ability to have powers, I guess, or something. It's stupid. I was raised in a facility, pretty much. So, having experiments done on my powers has been an ongoing thing for me. So I've had it a long time. But knowing that there were things connected to that is a more recent knowledge for us.
Is Nam
We-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, she kind of motions to Nam and Kimberly. We were all in the same facility, and from what I understand, that facility, all the powers had to do with mental capabilities or something like that.
And you were each of them born with at least the potential to wield powers? Or
We don't
born
know
with
about
them?
him. He's kind of unique. I don't know. You might meet somebody else here in a little bit too.
Very panicking.
Like Ariel's
A
just
lot.
watching him have a meltdown and counting down to when Manic comes out.
Yeah, Kimberly's watching
So-
very closely if he's like.
Okay, so back to the entity thing. What is a force?
Manic or Nam, does it really matter right now?
Yes! I have so many questions.
Okay. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because my understanding, I'm basically just regurgitating the things that have been said to me. I don't really understand them either. But a force is like it is a very, it's like a god but not god. It's like something that embodies a fundamental aspect of the universe and how it relates to natural phenomena or perception. Like, for instance, the darkness is one, but how it relates to the actual phenomena of like actual darkness or the perception of darkness, I don't really know. Whereas the Blood Emperor, I don't know his deal. Like, what, I don't even know what that means. But then you also, the Reaper was, as best as I could remember, a being from the darkness's part of existence, maybe, or maybe was created by the darkness, kind of like a lesser creature made up of some qualities of the darkness.
So would they be an entity?
No, as they don't, I don't think so, because they wouldn't have the same control over that fundamental aspect of darkness. Like, I'm not an entity, even though I'm connected to the darkness. I wasn't created by the darkness, but I am like, I don't know. But no, the Reaper, it's like the entity is like one of the great, it's a notch on the scale, and the Reaper is below that notch.
As
I don't
much
think I
as I would
understand,
love to
but-
continue this conversation, we do have a job to do.
Right. Yes. We're here to dismantle the force field, correct?
Yes, there's a UAG base nearby within this town, and our job is to get in, deactivate the force field however we can.
What can you tell us about the force field? Like, what powers it?
We don't know. We're not sure if it's a machine or if they're using a special of some kind. We don't know.
So we have to go into the facility pretty much blind.
Unfortunately, yes. But because of where they are, they don't have as many defenses as other bases we've dealt with. So this should be easier in that sense. And speaking of that, Nam, I think it's time.
Yeah, I've got a few questions that I definitely need answers to, and I don't think I'm gonna be getting them here. Okay. Yeah. And I will focus on the oh man, what was the room again? It wasn't an artist studio anymore because of the fucking
It was an
paintings.
interrogation
You
room.
changed back to the interrogation.
Yeah, because it was like after that I was like, oh, all right, fuck this. Never again. Going back to bland, boring table and chairs. Yeah, then I'll focus on the interrogation room.
Focus on the interrogation. Are you trying to go there or simply switch?
Pretty much switch. Yeah.
And Constance, you notice as Nam's demeanor instantly shifts to something more
From what to
from
what
timid
precisely?
to something a lot more maniacal.
Aggressive?
Sure.
Aggressive is a fair
Is a good
fair
term.
choice of words.
I'm sure you didn't enjoy all that talking.
No, it was actually quite boring, but you do know quite a few things. I'm sorry, what was it again? Constance? What was it?
Constance Young.
Constance?
Technically.
Yeah.
Constantine, but I go by Constance.
Okay. Well, Constantine, very interesting. Maybe after this, I'll pick your brain a little bit on this Vortex person. You seem to know a little bit about them. I'm very interested in this. But,
He's an asshole.
oh, perfect. We'll get along swimmingly. Love it. Um, oh, it's exciting meeting new people that share interests.
So I'm a bit confused. I'm not entirely certain what's going on right now. Who am I?
Oh, I'm sorry. So my name is Manic. Nam is a co-host. We share this space. And when Nam gets a bit too paranoid, scared, too overly emotional, let's say, then I will usually take hold to comfort him through this. This time around, we voluntarily switched, but it has happened in the past where he's broken down. While he's quiet and insecure, I'm quite the opposite. I don't really care what anybody thinks of me, let alone what they might try to do to me. I'm here to have fun.
Have fun.
Yes. You wouldn't quite get it being trapped in a mind and everything.
Uh, no. Okay, yeah. It might surprise you to learn that. Yeah, you're the second person or second pair of people that I've met that shares one body.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh. Well, we have something to do, but now we have two things to talk about.
noted.
Try to stay alive, so that way I can actually get information from you.
I'm good at doing that.
And with that, you will make your way to the UEG base. This one doesn't have any special name.
UEG place. Got it.
It's just the base in the Monarch base. And as you make your way there, exterior-wise looks very similar for the subjects to the black box. This large building complex. And although at the top you see this large, it's similar to a chimney, but coming out of it is this blue energy just shooting into the sky, generating the force field.
Oh, good thing they made that obvious.
It means they're not scared, which is either good or bad.
Ariel's gonna give a side eye to Manic. Probably a bit of both.
Well, it seems like they're very confident in their border patrols and everything like that. So there's that.
Am I able to get any kind of information from the observable signal?
No. It's not either not close enough or not strong enough from this distance. Even as you're getting closer to the facility, which, as you're walking, you would notice that Conquer has been focusing the entire time to make sure you cannot be seen. And for Constance, you notice that, but you don't know what he's doing. You're assuming he's doing his illusion thing, but nothing changes for you.
Mm.
So for concrete, is it sound too?
Everything.
Okay. So if people were talking within this range,
Then they're
it wouldn't be okay. Kimberly's gonna lean over to Manic as they're walking, ready to break something.
Oh, of course. It's the whole reason that we came here is to break something.
Let's see what we can do.
It's a very big thing to break.
And you come to this large metal fence, and Concrete says, "Unfortunately, I can't make that go away. So since you like breaking things, why don't you go ahead?"
This metal fence?
Yes.
Is it like a grated fence? Or is it like bars?
No. Like a wire fence.
Okay.
Is it like an
In-
electric fence, or is it just a regular
Yes.
fence? Okay.
Only one way to find out.
Um,
I have an
Am I
energy knife. I don't know if that'll cut through it or not.
It might take a while.
am I
No, no.
able to? I'm trying to remember. Am I able to kind of like shape the energy of the fence enough that we'd be able to climb over it,
Would you like to
or is
spend
it more like
tokens or roll?
tick?
Roll?
I'll spend a token.
Yeah, 1 token would be enough. So you watch as Kimberly puts her hands down, moves them to the side, and the electricity from the fence shifts around, leaving a spot for all of you to climb over.
Don't always have to break things in order to cause some chaos.
Constance
Oh.
slowly replaces the bolt cutters he pulled out of his backpack.
This way we
Right,
can
yeah.
be in and out and they won't even notice.
Yes, that's better. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, they will notice once we destroy the force field, but that's beside the point. There probably won't be anybody left to really care anyways. And I'm going to start climbing over first.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel will climb over.
Concrete will go last.
Yeah, climb over.
Followed by Constance and Concrete.
Constance kills concrete. Now we're stuck over on this side with no illusion.
He's actually betraying you. That's this whole thing. This is a way for me to get rid of all these characters so I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Hey, we haven't played in months. How about you play so that I can kill you all?
Exactly. You get it. You get it.
All right, guys, come on. We got to hit the TPK by 10 p.m. sharp.
We got an hour.
I'm already there. Oh no!
We're real close.
So the fence surrounds the building, which has kind of like a courtyard surrounding it. As Concrete starts leading you guys down the back of the building. Based on all the other bases I've encountered, there should be a service entrance back here. He stops. He looks like he's focusing on something.
Can I read a bad situation?
Yes, you can.
Which is cognition, right?
That's correct.
Yes, it is. 8.
Okay.
Well, I'll ask what dangers haven't been noticed.
All right. As you're looking around, Constance, and noticing Concrete's demeanor, you notice up near the side of the roof is this circular device planted on the wall, and it has this radar dish, and it seems to be emanating something.
There's something going on with that dish up there.
It's interfering with my power.
Oh shit.
I can't. The only way for me to keep it up is I can't. I have to stand here and focus.
Should we try to disable it first?
That might be a good idea.
Kimberly?
Ariel's gonna put her hand on Kimberly's shoulder.
Can I also use Jinx to try to give Kimberly a +1 forward?
Sure.
Alright.
Is this similar to
10.
what I've been messing around with as far as the dark room?
Yes.
Um,
Very similar.
would I would like to try to kind of like flip the signal so it's canceling itself out.
Okay.
Do I need to roll use power to enhance hers?
Yes, you do.
I rolled a 10, 7 plus 3, so I would hold 2, but because of make the most of it, I hold an additional hold.
So you have 3 holds.
So
One
I'm
of them
holding
is
3.
+1.
Yes, so I have 2 left.
Okay.
I got a 7.
I will say that's
Which
also a +1 for this roll,
Okay.
effectively. Now, roll use power. You get an extra +2.
Question though, do I get an
Course.
unintended consequence? Okay, that's fine. You keep your secrets.
Thanks for reminding me.
We're
I
attacked by
thought
a
you would
horde
know
of
your own
frogs.
game.
Listen.
Unintended consequences was so strong that all the power went out.
You know, dang.
So
You choose the
I rolled it.
consequence.
Okay.
Yes.
Horde of frogs.
rolled power 8 plus 2 plus 2 because I have +2 to spirit.
So it's
So
12.
12
Nice.
total.
Okay. Yeah. You watch as the machine kind of short circuits because it can't do what you're telling it to do. So just the Kokiri immediately relaxes. Yes.
I take 1 harm.
Ignore armor. So basically, you put your hand on Kimberly's shoulder. She does that, and it basically sends like a shockwave through your arm.
Next time I'm not touching.
You all right?
Fine, just got a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
All right,
Never too pleasant when that happens.
that's better. He continues going around where he leads you to the back, where you do see about 4 or 5 UEG guards guarding this service ramp leading into the back of the building. And you do see a truck parked back there with a guy pushing a dolly back and forth.
And I guess read a stressful situation
Read a bad situation?
on, I guess, but on the document says read a stressful situation. So
So it was Connor's fault.
My bad for using a synonym.
Yeah, you can roll that.
okay. Mission. That is a 10.
All right. You have 2 questions.
What's the best way in?
Oh no. Creature's disappeared. She's
Oh,
back.
no.
Back.
Welcome back. Oh,
Wait.
Wait.
Hi.
There she is.
No, we're good.
Did you get my question or
I
no?
got the first one.
Yeah, I only asked the first one. I was
Okay.
waiting for an answer.
Best way in is definitely through the service entrance, though It does have guards.
Okay,
You don't
and
know
then
what's directly inside.
okay, mm, I guess what dangers haven't been noticed?
Okay. What dangers haven't been noticed? You folks around, and one of the men, one of the guards, has a pack on his side very similar to the device that was on the roof.
And what was on the whatever soldiers back at our place, right?
Yep.
Ariel's gonna nudge Kimberly and kind of point that guard.
Um,
Manic
might-
too. Manic probably doesn't need to use powers to take them down.
Just so you know,
Yes and no.
I can't maintain the illusion much longer. I can only do it for so long.
Is there somewhere like boxes or barrels or
Yeah.
something we can hide behind? Okay. So he doesn't
Uh-huh.
have to do an illusion.
So you head behind them, and you can see him drop the illusion. He just kind of collapses a little bit, and takes a lot out of me.
You'll have to bolster your stamina more.
I think it's great that on my screen, Ariel and Nam are right next to each other, and you look directly at him.
Oh, good,
It was
because
like
I got.
Oblivious to the innuendo.
Oh, she would be oblivious to that too. It's more of like, yeah, I'd like to see you hold up a power that long.
He doesn't have very many powers. So yeah.
Exactly.
Mannequin, Constance, you're up.
All right, how do we want to approach this?
Well, that guy up there, and she'll point out the one with the pack. That pack he's got on is going to negate your powers.
He's going to. It's not currently on.
Not that you can tell.
Is it on? We don't know. It. Just assume it's on.
They have guns, right?
Yes, they do.
kind of guns.
No, they all have spoons.
Are they like
Never
bubble guns, or
underestimate
are they
the
like
power
like
of
a
a spoon.
like
They have rifles.
an energy gun?
Do these rifles have magazines?
Most do, yes.
Would you say that a target losing something that I will find soon could theoretically be the magazine of the gun?
Yes, it could.
I'll hold off on doing that until we initiate, but I may be able to make two of them lose their ammo at the start of the fight.
Which would be very helpful, actually.
I have experience in handling groups of enemies at a time, so if somebody wants to take out the guy with the pack up there, I can handle them.
I'll nominate myself to do that. It sounds fun. How high is he? Like, we keep saying up there. Is he like...
They're not actually up anywhere.
okay.
It's just over.
They're just... Yeah.
The
like a
battle
little
pack
further
is
down or
standing
whatever.
At the top of the ramp leading inside.
Gotcha.
But he's not inside, he's just outside the door.
Okay.
Are there security cameras around?
Yes, there are.
Can I try to loop them when nonsense starts to go down?
Yeah, you can. Would you like to pre-roll, basically? Or
Yeah.
pre-use tokens?
Yes.
Roll use tokens.
That's token.
Yeah,
How many?
That would only be one.
Okay.
Whoa!
Did your PC blow up?
What?
Maybe not.
There's just a lot of audio coming from your end, Patrick, very suddenly.
Yeah, it was like
What?
an ice dispenser almost.
What?
It's gone now.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Garbage disposal.
I thought it was
yeah, it sounded like
constant
a garbage disposal.
I thought
Okay.
ice maker, like when you like turn
Yeah.
it on,
Yeah.
ice comes
I
out.
didn't do anything.
I don't know.
I didn't press.
They were
the
shooting at
button
us
or
already.
anything. So I have
Solar radiation, maybe.
cosmic radiation, actually. So, what's the plan?
What are you able to do, Constance, if you're so familiar with taking on large groups?
I have been. Yeah. I'm just good at fighting people.
Another shared point. On the count of 3?
Cameras are looking.
Yes. Okay. Your count.
1, 2. Extremely delayed pause for no reason.
Constance trips
And
over
go.
himself like 2 times before you say 3.
He's like,
3, and then go.
right. Both of you are just confirming. Kimberly and Ariel, you're staying out of the fight.
I don't know because Concrete said for them to, and so Ariel's like, I guess I'm not fighting. Okay.
Hey, you don't. You can if you want. You don't have to follow his orders, but it's just.
No, yeah, she'll probably stay out because most of her, she's more hand to hand, and I don't feel like going hand to hand right now. So,
Are you requiring focus for the camera loop?
No.
Okay, then Kimberly will join it.
All right then. So those in the fight, please roll swift.
Oh.
8.
Oh, 7. Good job, Manic. 8 minus 1.
even though she's not fighting, she will keep an eye. Like she's kind of watching Concrete and also watching to make sure nobody's gonna be like come up.
Okay.
That we haven't seen.
And
I rolled a
Kimberly?
6.
6. Perfect. So in that case, Constance. What do you do?
Okay, Constance is going to he's going to take a shot at one of these guys while closing the distance to them. He wants to get as close as possible, but he's going to try and take out one as he does so.
Okay.
And that is a 12 on take up arms.
Okay. What is your extra effect?
A moment. This will ignore any armor. That is my extra effect.
Okay. And
then-
what weapon are you using again?
I'm using my handgun first.
Okay.
And I will also be using precise strike.
Okay.
Which I rolled a 13 for, so this will do an additional 2 harm.
Okay.
Plus the 2 harm of the handguard, plus the extra harm from rolling a 12 plus I'll take up arms.
So it's 5.
5 harm.
Okay. But you are still taking damage as he's shooting you back, but you will be killing him.
Great. That's exactly what I want.
Do you have what armor do you have, if any?
I have 2 armor.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 harm as the assault rifle immediately goes off as you're running at him, but you pop a couple shots in his chest and he falls over dead.
Great.
Manic.
Um,
Use your jinx now.
Yeah, so for this room currently, that guy's dead. Don't have to worry about that one.
Yes.
The one with the device, am I able to get to him, or is he further down?
He's a little too far.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my jinx to have 2 of the riflemen up front lose their ammo,
Okay.
and one of them I'm gonna slide up with my shotgun. Am I able to get close enough to use the shotgun?
Yes, and because you chose to use Jinx before you attacked, then you don't have to roll because he's not able to shoot you back.
So it's an attack from ambush, basically.
Yes, so roll attack from ambush. So he would have rolled, or you would have rolled, and possibly taken 4 harm, but he doesn't have any ammo, so he would have immediately tried to turn. Click, 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 click.
I got a 10.
Okay. I believe that. Yeah. Choose an extra effect.
I'll give one forward to Kimberly.
Okay. So Kimberly, on your next roll, you get an extra +1.
The shotgun does 3 harm.
Okay. So that guy's not dead.
Oh, is he not?
No.
Can I use
Can you?
kill the soul?
What does that do again?
I can spend tokens to increase the harm.
Yes, you can.
Then yes, I will spend an additional. I'll just spend 1 token to increase the damage by 1.
Specifically, kill the soul is powered harm.
Oh, to increase powered
And this
harm.
is not.
Oh. I see. Never mind. I will not be doing that then.
You will still be alive.
He will still be alive.
So he'll be alive.
Ammoless and
with
sad.
No ammo, but he will
With
be alive.
whatever remaining movement, I'm just gonna try to go past them and gun towards the other guy in the back.
Okay. Kimberly.
And I will be right back. Sorry.
Are these barrels the last bit of cover
Yes.
towards them? Okay. If I am jumping up and using a throwing knife, am I within range of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you attacking one of Are you attacking one of the guys that doesn't have ammo?
Yes.
Okay. Then you don't have to
whichever.
roll.
Okay.
Would you like to attack the one that that Manic attacked?
Yes.
Okay. So you leap up, throw the knife, it stabs him in the neck, and he collapses. Dead. And as just a quick, not in turn order or anything, would Ariel like to do anything?
Does there seem to be anybody that's popping out of the woodwork or turning the attention to where she and Concrete are?
No.
Okay, then no.
Okay. Back to the start. Constance. Also,
Okay.
Nam. Kimberly leaped and threw a knife at the guy you had just attacked. Stat got him in the neck and he died.
Good throw. Good throw.
Constance.
Okay. Constance, as just kind of like a way to throw off the next guy he's going for, is going to toss his handgun at him.
Okay.
And immediately strike at him with his stun baton, which he flicks out. This is a 11
Okay.
on Take Up Arms.
I do think the only other guy doesn't have a gun, so you wouldn't have to roll. Unless you want to for the bonus.
Sorry, what?
The only other guy other than that's close enough, other than the one with the machine, doesn't have ammo in his gun because of what Manic did, so you wouldn't have to roll.
So I get you kill him?
You wouldn't have to. I need to know how much harm you're capable of doing.
I see. Let's see. Okay, so 1, 2, and I have to roll again. That is, yes, a 10. So another 2.
And how much does the baton do again?
The baton itself does 1,
Okay.
powered. But I am adding 3 to it. Actually, no. I'm going to use Reckless. Where is it? Yeah, Reckless Abandon. I will take an additional 2 harm. That ignores my armor in order to deal an extra 2.
Okay. So how much damage are you doing?
Now, from 4 to 6. 6.
Yeah. This man dies as you throw a gun at him, not confusing him immediately, and you flip out the stun baton, smack him across the face, snapping his neck as he collapses. There is one guy left, who proceeds to activate the machine. Manic.
Oh no.
Oof, ouch, owie.
Manic, you're back in the room. Sitting across from you is Nam, very confused.
What's happening?
Do you want me to play Nam or Manic?
You can be Nam. Oh, what the?
What's going on? Why are you here?
There was this guy, and he's got this facility seems to have devices to disrupt powers.
That sends you back here?
I guess so. You're not in a great place, so you're gonna have to do something.
If that thing sends you here, why am I still here?
It's an interesting question.
And
You could try to
answering that
leave.
question, in the real world, those who are capable of seeing watch as this man puts the machine on. Manic's head flings back, his eyes roll. Those who can tell and can see, and who have experience with Nam and Manic, can tell that this is not Nam or Manic.
Is it Bingus Jungle Frib?
Hello?
Who the hell's that?
Hello.
This jungle
Oh,
would
hi.
be legendary.
He's a legend.
You live.
So apparently my
We
computer
got none
just,
of that.
like turned off the Wi-Fi for a second.
Oh yeah.
But before that, so it wasn't actually Discord or anything else. This was just my computer said no.
Everything was
It was like-
"Oh, sucks to be you."
I'm
It's like
sorry.
you've been
I'm
using
not.
Wi-Fi too much.
Okay, what was the last
I'm not
thing
trying to
you
mess with
heard?
everybody's technology.
You see X, and that's it. Like, it was perfectly timed to
timing.
right as you were about to explain.
What
it
the fuck was going
died.
on?
Okay, anyway.
I really hope that Aaron will put something in there for that.
Yeah, huh? Okay. You see, those who can see him, the form of Manic, the body, look around, confused for just a second. When he looks at the man pointing a gun at him, immediately, you could... Those close enough, most likely Constance, can hear the cracking of his knuckles as he stares at the man and charges.
No, sweet. All right, it was what I was going to do anyways.
Are Manic and Nam just kind of like chilling in the room, watching the projection of what's going on?
Yeah, it's an important question. Can we see?
Yeah, you can see from the body's eyes what's happening.
Maybe a little both.
Oh, there.
He
Oh,
he has
I heard I'm fucking serious.
he has-
Oh, there,
he has
there
been
you are.
smoked by
I'm
God.
back. Yay!
He's in the shadows.
I don't know what's going on. It was fine for a
Welcome.
while. Anyway. Hello.
Mountains, like
Yeah.
oh,
Sometimes
hello.
Connection
it's like
is
those,
dead?
like the internet things. You have to try. Is it a USB thingamajigger?
Yes.
Sometimes if you unplug it and replug it back in, that like resets it. I have to do that to mine sometimes.
I think it's working now.
You look clean.
Not dirty.
Okay, anyway. Last thing I said was the Reaper was in the cell.
Yep. Is everyone else in their cells?
Almost everyone.
Who is not?
Who do you think?
And like, is it Con?
That is correct. This cell is empty and open.
Mm.
As
Uh,
we're going to shift for a moment into the real world where everyone sees as Nam or Manic charges at this man as the man does fire, and and Manic is shot a couple times, does not react as he reaches the man and just starts ripping him apart.
Ooh,
Pulls out
that's
a
a
knife
little
and just
tense
starts
even for me.
stabbing over and over and over again.
Hey,
Has
Concrete,
Ariel-
are you seeing that?
Has Ariel shared both sides of her powers, or just the enhance?
I'll be honest.
I think she would have with our group. Yeah. Well, no, this is something that happened in the 5 months.
Oh.
Yeah, I think especially because Kimberly would probably be pestering her with questions and stuff. Kimberly would know at least.
So I will say that currently his power is turned off. Whatever's going on is not his power.
Oh. Because the machine was turned on, which got rid of his power.
Correct. Which means what
As
Is the machine still functioning?
Yeah,
It's
so
still
I was going to ask Mess.
even though the man is no longer alive and being brutalized, the machine has not been touched.
Can I turn my attention to that?
Yes.
Can I try and break it?
Are you going over to him?
No.
Concrete's a big guy, right?
He is a big guy.
Hey,
Like-
Concrete. You're like the biggest dude out of all of us.
He's staring at Manic is just yeah.
Yeah. We might need to stop that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. I don't know. Or we just open the door and let him go in.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's
That might not
interesting.
end well.
For
multiple
who?
reasons. Well, whoever's in charge right now does not care about the well-being of the body. So, who would like to try and turn off the machine?
Be able to remotely.
Jesus.
I mean, same idea as the bigger one. But I feel like if Kimberly and Manic have been going on missions, that she can tell that this is overkill for him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
definitely not.
I mean,
Like, Manic likes a good murder, but he's not one to just brutalize a body.
Yeah, he stops when they're dead.
So-
he doesn't enjoy maliciously killing a body. He's not a butcher.
So, keeping my distance because something is definitely wrong here. I would like to try and break the machine.
Your power does not work.
Oh.
Can I throw a knife at it?
You can try, but you might hit Manic. Oh, sorry, you might hit Con.
No, it's Manic. It's totally
How many shots has he taken?
4.
Took 2 bullets. 4 bullets. Ow.
Well, technically it does 4 harm.
Oh. Ow.
And as much as Nam and Manic would try, they cannot wake up. As long as that machine is still on.
I try and like circle around a little bit, like line of sight.
Yeah.
So who are you exactly?
He stops. The knife's still in the man's chest. As he turns and looks at you, his eyes are wide, but the pupils are dilated. Or are shrunk.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not dilated.
He's staring at you, gripping the knife in his hand. I forgot how good this felt.
Didn't answer my question though.
He pulls the
Kimberly's
knife
like definitely like terrified of whatever's going on right now, but like
pulls the
trying to
knife
like.
out and slowly stands and looks at you as the knife drips with blood. Con,
Would
the truth.
This seems noteworthy.
Oh, this seems noteworthy.
single note for the session. Would Nam have shared about the art gallery?
Probably not.
Okay.
Not with us.
Nothing about Con.
No. Much like Reaper. Also didn't really talk about it.
Where'd Manic go?
Where he belongs. As he
Which
taps the
is-
side of his head with the blade, leaving some blood on his forehead.
Does Kimberly have his full attention?
Yes.
Seemingly. Where is the device in
It is
relation to where
on,
they are?
On the ground, still on the dead man's hip.
And where is the dead man in
Behind
relation?
Con.
I would like to try to sneak up and turn that stupid thing off.
Please roll hide from view. And what is Constance doing?
Constance is watching all this go down with both a sense of he's very worried because a lot is happening that he didn't think would happen, and also not entirely sure what he should do because he's not certain if this is just another personality that happens to share the same body, because everybody else is like surprised by this, but he doesn't know these people, so he's gonna trust them to sort it out because he has no idea what's happening.
It's probably a good idea.
Like, I don't think
Got
he's
it.
made the connection that this is because of the box. It's negating powers.
What did you get?
I got a 9.
You bring some sort of attention to yourself.
Could I assist that roll?
Yes, you can.
Making noise
Uh,
elsewhere.
14, so you get a +2 to that.
All right, that's an 11. So you sneak up
yeah.
around, taking the long way around behind Con, who is continuing to stare and at Kimberly and grip the knife.
Do I know how to turn these things off? Is there a
Nope.
visible off switch? Cool. I'm stabbing it with a knife then.
Yeah. So you stab it immediately. Manic, you're back.
You're holding a dripping bloody knife.
With some blood on your forehead. That's not yours. And also,
Well, that's
You've taken
that's
4
pretty
harm.
normal.
so I would put that on
I'm
your
gonna-
sheet if you haven't already.
Yep. I already marked it.
Good.
I'm putting that away.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
What's going on?
Kimberly's just gonna like storm up to Manic and get in his face a little bit.
It wasn't me.
What the fuck was happening?
I don't know.
Didn't
a
it
long
happen last
story.
time?
No, it didn't. This never happened before. Because it's although ironic, because I know that me and Nam had a conversation about what would happen if neither of us were in control. So it's ironic that it happened now. But
Oh my
besides the point.
Who's- Who's Con the truth?
That's a long story. That we don't really have the luxury of going into. I was more concerned that a certain other person was out. For your sake, Constance, there's about 30 entities, not entities, apparently. There's 30 mindsets or so of Nam within Nam.
But not Am.
But
I think
not Nam.
Constance just looks over the concrete with a very, very apprehensive expression.
Uh-huh. Say it.
Again, long story. So we'll go over it once we're not in imminent danger. In any
Right.
case, and like the bullet that's like gone through my wrist, I'm just gonna like put some pressure on and just push out the bullet from the other end.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use it wasn't as bad as it looked to heal 2.
No, it was.
It was as bad. No.
Now I've missed all the vital
It was
organs.
but a scratch.
No,
Um,
it's fine.
Right. Yes. Yeah, we
I'll
should keep
pull
going.
it out.
So, Concrete walks over to Constance. Just say it.
I have nothing to say. We should keep going.
Alright. Just for the record, this has never happened before. He's usually
No.
fine.
Whatever that device did stopped whatever powers that we had, and that has never happened. Didn't
Yeah,
really
but
consider this a power, so
But we had fought these same people back at our facility.
they never
And
turned
it
on
didn't
those
happen.
devices.
Yeah, they did. Didn't they? Yeah,
don't
because we
believe
were
they
having
did.
issues trying to kill them because of their stupid power.
For that, those were GOD guys, and that was only powers would not affect them.
Ah, okay.
So there was no radius dampener.
Gotcha.
Constance would, along with having retrieved his gun, he would like to. Was the power dampening device, was it destroyed or was it just turned off?
It was.
I
stabbed with
stabbed
knife.
it.
Okay, it was destroyed.
It
Okay.
at least was damaged, if not completely destroyed.
Damage enough to turn off.
She just would have stabbed it once until like the lights turned off or something.
So it's not.
So it's still
destroyed.
whole, it's
It
just
could be-
non-functional.
Reactivated.
Constance doesn't know anything about that. He just saw it get stabbed and was like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got things to do. Did this guy have a rifle?
He did. He shot you with it.
I'm gonna take a rifle. Well, I didn't know that.
Constance will also retrieve a rifle.
Okay.
Is there another rifle?
There's
I have
5.
not-
Should
Knives.
have ammo.
Should be.
I mean, they're on the floor. I
You have
found
to
them.
pick up
I
the
found them. They're
magazine.
over there.
There it is.
Can I grab a
It
weapon?
said that
and
I would find
ammo?
soon. Would this constitute soon?
Yeah. Oh, I found them. They're right there.
It's under their shoes. The idiots dropped it and stepped on it.
Are these special rifles or anywhere? Or they're just regular.
They're just regular rifles.
Do they shoot 4 times or something?
It's just it does 4 harm.
Oh.
It doesn't ignore armor or anything, but a stealth 4, which is pretty nice.
Mhm.
All right, let's get moving. Hey, as you're going, Conor will stop Manic. Are you capable of keeping that under control?
Well, now that I think that so long as I don't get close enough, should be fine.
Good, because I don't. You have been very helpful over the past several months. I don't want to have to take you out of the mission.
Well, I think that would be foolish, but are you coming on to me?
What? We need to keep moving.
Conor just throws his hands up and keeps moving.
So, Constance, are you from Entity Point?
No, but I have lived in various parts of Colorado my whole life. But no, Entity Point I've only been in for the better part of a few months.
Well, that answers the question I was going to ask. So,
Oh, baby.
And as you're continuing on, you can hear guards, but they seem to be moving away from you. Most likely heading to the control room.
Where we also need to go, right?
That is correct.
Great.
As you head through the halls and find this large room, and on the other side you can see the door to the control room. These two double doors. In front of the door, and at this point Concrete has been keeping you hidden for as long as he can, you see about 30 guards.
Damn. Okay. Real quick, can I have stripped one of the guards we killed of their uniform?
Yes, you can.
Great. I will have done that and put it on, replacing my old outfit and putting that in my backpack. What exactly do their uniforms look like?
They look like typical UEG, kind of like the soldier uniform that you were already wearing, but
Right.
less. There's not like ammo pouches or anything like that.
Right.
It's more basic body armor.
Helmets?
Yes.
What do the helmets look like?
The top of it looks like army helmets with masks and
Great.
and like ski goggles.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Constance will have
so
those.
does any of these seem to have the device on them or a device?
About 5 of them do.
Are they on currently?
Yes. But you're not close enough.
Shit. So,
And you are still invisible at the
do
moment.
we do we know if we can use like is it like a force field, like if they have it on, if we try to use our powers to influence them, it can't go past that point? Would that be correct?
Yes. Some don't
Okay.
work like that, but these do.
Okay.
Some.
Yeah, not one the UEG uses.
Apparently, yeah.
They're smarter than that.
Does anybody
Or
have
not.
grenades?
As Concrete pulls out a grenade off his
See, Concrete, I knew I liked
Right,
you.
doesn't. What would be the odds? And she gives a pointed look at Constance, that you would have enough grenades for all of us.
I don't think it works like that.
The odds! You said odds! You manipulate the odds.
Yeah, I can manipulate probability. I mean, I just
I only
create
have a
things.
finite amount of grenades. You can't change that.
I said one for each of us. That's not a.
I have one
That's
for
a
each of you.
finite.
What are the odds that a nearby room has grenades in them?
That's something
I-
he might be able to affect.
It is
Okay.
moderately more nebulous, so yeah, maybe.
What are the odds that nearby is actually control room and they're all just stupid?
See, I was going to suggest that what are the odds that they all had to go to the bathroom at the same time, so the line got really long.
Well, they just wet themselves.
No, they want to go to. No, we're talking about like they had like some X-Lax brownies or something, and you know.
Current people are going to judge me. I was going to ask if they were going to spontaneously combust.
What are the odds of spontaneous human combustion?
Yeah, not only did the brownies have laxatives, but they also had hallucinogens.
And nitroglycerin. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, these were some wild brownies. It was a wild night in the
They
barracks
had
last
all
night.
Yeah.
the drugs.
You really only eat these when you know you're about to die.
What are the odds
Might as well
they're
get
all
last
gathered
swinging.
together? What are the odds
Did
they're all
they have a
gathered together to
premonition?
celebrate?
Tries to pull the trigger. That is like, there's a chance that could happen. Other
Would it be a
things
high-
are.
So,
Other-
what is your chance though? Like, how high can you? I mean, obviously not 100%, maybe.
I don't intrinsically know the probabilities of any given thing. I just know that I can affect them to be higher or lower than what they are.
Do you think we could push it to 100%?
Is this a place to rely on that?
Depends on what we're trying to go for. If we're just trying to find a room with more weapons or with something useful in it, then yeah, why not?
I think if we each have a grenade, I think that should reduce their number to a more handleable amount.
It would also
Hold
alert
on.
our presence to everybody.
So,
Okay.
if they're pulling everybody to guard this room, who's guarding the roof? Do we have to even go in the control room if we take out what's sending the signal?
Just break the machine.
Break the antenna, but that's easier to fix an antenna than a whole ass computer.
No,
I
break
feel like
the
they
whole
would-
thing. Don't worry about the computer.
Can concrete
feel like-
distract them here and we go
That's
plant a couple grenades?
Concrete's getting a little blocky.
It went out for a second.
It's
I need to get a new Wi-Fi adapter.
the force field, man. It's sucking out all the
Mhm.
internet.
Yeah.
That's with all of us.
Sucking out all the internet.
Would you like me to summarize what I just said?
I heard everything you just said
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
for like literally a second.
Mm.
It stopped working. Discord didn't. So,
What happens to me?
Concrete, as he leads all of you just around the corner out of sight and drops the invisibility because he can't take it anymore. All right, what's the plan?
What if you were to make Kimberly's idea? What if you were to make illusions of us causing a firefight between them and the
Why
illusions?
would I make illusions of you? I can just make illusions of cloud agents.
Do that then. I don't care. The point is to make an illusion that makes it seem like they need to protect the door. While what we do is we go up to the top as a cat is screaming within my room. We go up to the roof where there's a cat. We throw it into the force field, and it jams the whole thing. I'm talking about you. Get away from the
I
internet.
think you know.
He's like, oh, we're turning off internet tonight? Okay.
Don't you huff at me.
So following through with Constance's idea here. Can you make it look like cloud agents are revealing themselves within their ranks? Cause crossfire?
I've never done that before, but I probably could.
if it would help, I could, in this uniform, totally also be doing that for real.
Then
The
we would
biggest
be
threat of that is that they have some of those machines going, so illusions aren't going to work. It would have to be a physical entity, but at the same time, say that you don't work. Say that they see through your guys. Now there's 30 of them, and one of you standing about, what, 10 feet?
True.
And you're already not looking so great.
Eh,
No offense.
Darkness.
no parents. Super rich.
Kind of makes it better.
Kinda makes it better.
Oh man, I wish I had the rich part. I just have the no parents part.
So does
I
everyone
don't know
else
where my
here.
parents are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where my parents are.
Mine are dead.
I was definitely poor.
Mine are somewhere or other in Seattle.
Unfortunately, we're not in
Voluntarily
Seattle.
Probably.
came here.
So.
Okay. I think I
Okay.
could, if it came down to it, though, I think I could cause enough confusion amongst them that I wouldn't be fighting any number of them all at the same time.
With those machines, I don't think my illusions would work.
Yeah. Would the illusions work? Hmm. Could you work with Kimberly to create an illusion on their video feed to show cloud agents somewhere else in the facility?
That's interesting. We can try. You want to try?
For it.
So, do you have any tokens, Kimberly?
I have scrolling up 3. Do I still have that forward from Manic? Or does that drop when
That
I
was
still don't know how forwards
the
work.
forward is
so-
your next roll.
and I haven't rolled
It's
since
like
then.
it's just carries forward to your
You
next
haven't
roll.
rolled.
Okay.
Temporary buff.
Okay, just so I know that that is on the back
Well,
burner.
didn't you attack? Didn't you throw a knife?
I tried to do a power, but he didn't have me roll because it was too close.
Ah,
At least that was my
Um,
understanding
yes.
of what went down.
So you do still have that forward.
So what do you need me to do?
I guess focus on the cameras while I generate an illusion somewhere else.
Maybe we should get somewhere else because this hallway, they're going to run right past us.
Good idea.
Is there like a broom closet we can all
Yes.
Well, just
crowd into?
All of you know. Kimberly and Concrete, yes.
Say don't. Also looking out for Nan at the same time.
an ad for trying to join back.
Hey, thanks for giving us
Yeah,
like
I'm probably
5
gonna get one
cents.
too. Not
This
even that.
dude is a miserable fuck. That is the biggest pair of eyebrows. What the hell?
And now it's working.
It's
perfectly
both the
fine.
biggest but the most faded.
Stop
like,
looking at it.
It's almost like he doesn't have eyebrows, but they're huge.
Hey, technically
What?
he is giving us. He is
It's
giving
like-
us 5 cents because he watched another ad earlier.
I'm also
Okay.
watching a second ad.
I've refreshed a couple times. I have all the
It
nickels.
is back now. It should be. I'm just
Mine is saying that
Yeah.
it never stopped.
Mine,
that the-
I refreshed the whole page and it's back. So
I think it just kind of put it together. I don't know. Anyway, so
who knows?
Kimberly and Concrete are going into a broom closet to get the broom closet ending,
Ooh, broom
and
closet.
And we're getting the bedroom ending.
No, no, no,
That
no,
sounded
no.
terrible until I said it out loud.
No,
Did not
That is
sound
worse.
nearly as bad
No.
until I said it out loud. I regret everything. Manic doesn't. Anyways, let's go.
No.
Connor never wants to
Wait,
play
wait,
with our
wait,
group
wait.
again.
This is not even half of what the in-person group does.
Oh, I know.
No, that's the thing. How does it feel to be a part of a group that actually is somewhat coordinated?
So we're coordinated?
Somewhat
So good.
coordinated.
Wow.
Would you call what just happened coordinated?
Yes.
You would be surprised.
Compared to
Relatively
the
speaking,
in-person group?
yes.
I'm concerned for you.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's here and not in the in-person group right now?
How is Manic the voice of reason here?
Oh man.
The
Oh.
sensible one.
The group splits up.
Good.
you shut
Good
up.
idea, guys.
Spin party, let's go!
And
He chose to be in a broom closet.
He did. So, Kimberly, you're going to access
Yes.
the cameras while Concrete generates an illusion somewhere else.
Yes.
It's more making them see on their cameras something else.
Should we have kept Ariel with us for this?
I wondered about that.
Probably. In which case, Ariel might come to the broom closet shortly.
It's like, no, this bedroom's too spacious for me. I need to go to the broom closet.
I need to go into a 2-foot by 2-foot square.
Being
No.
manic and whatever just happened, Constance's problem.
Yeah, as we're splitting, Kimberly suddenly is like, wait. Grabs Ariel.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, bye.
And Nam and Constance goes. Though Constance is wearing a uniform, so he doesn't technically have to.
Yeah, but best for right now anyway.
Yeah, best friend now. And now,
They all run in one direction.
Ariel,
You just stand there.
would you like to boost Kimberly's power?
Can I boost both of them?
Yes, you can.
Everyone
You have to
hold
spend
hands. We're going to
3
do
tokens for that.
Hold hands.
hold hands. We're all doing kumbaya.
Doing a
I have 5
seance.
tokens currently, so you said 3?
Yes.
Now I'm down to 2 tokens. Do I need to roll or do I just it happens?
If you spend tokens, you don't roll.
Okay.
You can either roll or spend tokens.
Well,
And
with my power, with my broodingness,
what?
with my
Yeah.
broodiness, I can use tokens before you roll a move and still gain a token from rolling a 10+ when you do so.
Unfortunately, you didn't roll. And you cannot
Okay.
roll.
But it says I
if
can
you
use
spend
tokens before I roll.
Does not count for use power.
Well,
Because it's
it says
spend
use a
tokens
move.
to succeed
Oh,
or roll.
I guess that's not a move, is it? I guess use power is not technically a move, right? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
More loose.
All right. No, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever.
And
I use my
here,
tokens.
All of them go down the hallway somewhere else.
Counting the number of feet.
At least 7.
Feet. There's
At
60
least
feet
7
here.
feet. Yes, that is an odd number. One of them has a peg leg.
Ah.
One of them just top
Still a
it.
leg though.
Clunk, clunk. Way back. Boom. Ah!
So, there is no longer anyone guarding the control room.
Shall we?
Constance will walk out. Yeah.
The room in front of it is empty.
Is there a big off switch?
This isn't the control room. This is the area in front of the control room.
Oh, okay, I see.
We haven't gone into the room yet, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we
Now,
get
there's
the sense?
probably...
Do we
there's
get the sense that we have
people
to keep
inside.
this up?
No. But Concrete will be out for the count. He's not unconscious, but he's not capable of helping any further.
He's done a lot. How many people do you think are within the control room?
I'd say at least 15.
Kimberly, are you able to take a look?
Can I back route through the cameras to take a look at the
There are
room?
no cameras in the control room.
Well, that seems foolish.
Can I check the system log to see if they have to use keys cards? Can I check in the system to see if anybody went in and didn't come out?
One person.
It's just one dude.
What level card?
The maximum.
Whoever's in there means business. I think.
Well, business is a two-way street.
They're
And I'm going to
important.
open the door. Or I'm going to try to open the door.
I need
Were you
a
able to
key
open this
card.
door? Could I use Jinx to have it malfunction so we can enter?
Sure.
Okay, let me roll Spirit then.
Can we not be right in front of the door?
You guys can take a step back. I'm going to put my hand up to it and be like, oh no, a key card. Pull out my
Right.
fingernail.
I got a rifle.
11.
Yeah, you can do that.
Sweet. So because I also successfully used power, I take one forward. And I'm going to use Jinx to interfere with the device.
Okay. And it short circuits, and the door is capable of being opened.
Peek my head in a little bit.
Inside, you see this large glass chamber, in a way. In the middle of it seems to be this glowing ball, light blue energy, moving around. Standing at a console, you see, you know it's a woman, but you can't see her face quite yet, as she's typing things into the console. But she's wearing a nice brown suit.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Different woman.
Are you here to turn off the force field?
Well, more than that. We're here to destroy the force field. So I guess turn off is still in relative terms. Are there any of those devices that shuts off people's powers in here?
Not that you can see.
Any on her?
No.
I'm in
With
here,
the
correct,
barrel or
also?
rifle first.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Who else?
Who are you?
Who is here? Is everyone here?
I'm entering. Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah.
Turning around, you see this middle-aged woman with short, brown, graying brown hair. And one of you recognizes, at least somewhat, who this is. As Constance, as you're looking into the face of President Tracy Boyle. As she turns around and crosses her arms.
What are you doing here?
Making sure everything's working properly. What are you doing here?
We're here to make sure everything's working not properly.
I see.
Am I the only one who doesn't know her?
I have no idea who she is.
Kimberly might.
Well, she's the
I was gonna ask what. I had a feeling who it was. Would she know based on the files that she's read who this probably is? And just like in
Yes.
general, she's spent time. Okay. Well, this is
Yeah.
good.
Constance will level his handgun at her.
Are you going to threaten me?
No. I'm not particularly good at that.
Are you going to kill me?
Probably yes.
Oh, well, all right then.
I'm gonna split off from
How
the group.
unfortunate.
Gonna walk around.
I wouldn't do that. I would stay where you are. That would be in your best interest.
Why would we think what you're telling us would be in our best interest?
Because if you pass through that threshold, that, as she points at the floating ball of energy, might vaporize you. And you do see
Might?
that the
Intentions, whatever the fucking intention thing is in this
certain
game.
intentions, you would see that the glass chamber it's in seems to be siphoning energy from it.
Does it look kind of like what we had at our base where it siphoned our powers?
No.
Okay.
That was like a platform, yeah.
Cool. I failed.
When you say light blue, that's specifically light blue. It's not
That
cyan or
is
anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Can I use my connect the dots?
Sure. You can.
I got a 5, by the way.
Well, you do get an experience.
I did. I marked that. Oh, wait. I marked it on my harm track, though, so...
Nice.
That might not be helpful.
Who would do that?
Ow! This experience hurts.
On a miss, you can't discern anything, or you believe them regardless on if they're lying. So you believe...
I'm going to choose... Well, can I just choose I can't discern anything? Because
Sure.
Ariel's for sure not believing anything this woman says.
Sure.
Why are you here personally?
Who the fuck is she?
Well, I designed it, after all. I should make sure it's working.
Do you know her?
She's the president. The UEG.
Tracy Boyle. At your service, ma'am. And who might you be?
Shiloh doesn't remember, but I'm pretty sure Ariel had very strong feelings about her. That she
Well-
vented about last time.
She's the one who founded the UEG.
Yeah.
All of this is her fault.
Oh, fuck you!
Nice to meet you, too. And you are?
Oh, don't you know all your whatever? Your little experiments?
She looks you up and down for a moment. And you see her eyes glaze over for just a second. Ah, Ariel Holmes. I was wondering where you went.
The fuck? How did she do that?
It appears with the terrorists, but that's not surprising. Is
At
Dr.
least
Garrett
they,
still
you know-
alive?
Why would you fucking care? You don't seem to care about anything.
He's not dead.
She points to Nam, or Manic, and you must be Nam Sanam.
Correct.
Or at the moment, Manic. Is that right?
See, now that's where I'm curious.
And you are Kimberly.
Because,
Mackenzie.
from my understanding... Oh, fine, interrupt me, that's fine. No, rude.
Yeah,
Oh.
isn't she a bitch?
I'm addressing
Got a
all of my
Shotgun
subjects.
trained on you, but whatever.
Is-
That's fine.
Oh, don't call me that.
Subjects.
She
So,
points to
for
Constance.
connect the dots,
Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
Is this person connected to current events more than they are saying?
When you say current events, what exactly do you mean? Because technically, she's connected to everything that has
Yes.
happened in the UEG.
This machine in particular.
Yes,
She said she designed it.
but she is more involved than she's saying.
Does she have a connection with this machine in some way?
Not exactly. And she points to concrete. Trevor
Oh, did he come with
Bold.
us?
I was wondering when I would see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like he does though.
You know, he's looking at her, pure rage on his face. He's,
Yeah.
I am restraining
Ariel-
myself from snapping your neck. So please shut up.
Oh. Ariel is playing with her gun and looks like she is about to leap towards this woman.
I am unarmed.
And
Care.
I know. You.
Did you know we would be here today?
Of course not.
I would like to discern intentions on that.
can I also do vibe check?
Yeah, sure.
I check.
14.
Can I do something different?
Stab her. Yes.
I want to
Well-
stab her. Yes, please.
So she's not wearing the same attire. Is this the person that was in the premonition?
No.
Her name was Victoria, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Veronica.
Veronica, yeah.
V.
I got a 14.
She knew.
And I do now get a +1 ongoing when interacting with this NPC for this encounter, correct?
Correct.
I rolled a 7 with the forward.
7. You know that she's lying, but she knows that you know she's lying. Kimberly, always the perceptive one, I've heard. Yes, I knew you were coming. I wanted to meet you personally.
Why?
Is it
Just to clarify, she's lying about knowing that we're going to be there.
About
No,
saying
she was lying that she
didn't
knew.
know.
Oh,
She saw that you knew, so she changed her story.
Well, all
Is
of
this
you are
because
very
of-
important. And I'd like to take good care of people like you.
Does Archibald know you're here?
Now, why would he know that? And I
Ariel
I-
is taking steps towards
I
this
think the
woman
better
because that
question
sentence
is-
pissed her off.
How do you know Archibald?
You don't know who I am? You know the rest of them, why not me?
They all belong to me. You don't.
Ah! Stabbing her in the face. I want to stab her in the face.
Okay, you don't need to roll. As you tell me what you're trying to do exactly.
So
You're, like, rushing
when
at her?
she had started like the one I can't remember what she said now, but she said something that pissed Ariel off, so she started kind of taking a step towards her, but still kind of holding herself back. But when she said, "These people belong to me," she fucking lost it and just ran towards her and is just. I say she's stabbing her in her face. She's not. She's trying to stab her like in the shoulder or chest
Okay, so
area,
you
and just kind of.
rush, swing. About 6 inches from her chest, the blade snaps as if hitting something, and you get blown back.
You fucker! That was my special weapon. I'm definitely doing double killer.
Are you done?
No.
Is this related to Veronica?
Who? Is that another one of yours?
Can I see if she's lying? Can I discern her intentions on that? I don't remember. +1 charm. Discern intent. 8.
She does not know who that is.
Okay. But she knows that I know she doesn't know.
Which does not change her demeanor at all.
Never mind then.
Back to you, just pointing at Constance. How do you know Archibald? Are you with his little gang?
I just know that he was never clear about the relationship the two of you had. Does he know you're here?
No, he doesn't.
And you're just here to meet your subjects?
Yes. I think
Why?
they should know the face of the person who saved them.
Saved them? From what?
There are things far worse than me out in the world
That's probably true.
that want people like them.
But undoubtedly, there are... No, enough talking. How do we turn it off?
Why would I tell you?
What if we asked really, really nicely?
Now tell me, Kimberly, why would I want the force field deactivated? It's better for me if it's there. It's better
Exactly.
for Entity Point if it's there.
Are you afraid of your subjects that much?
I'm not afraid of anyone.
Then turn it off.
No, that's not for me. That's for Entity Point.
What about
Are
what
you-
you have go on right here?
What are you gesturing to?
Whatever field,
The energy thing?
energy blasted. Yeah.
That's where the force field is coming from.
Where Ariel tried the stab.
Oh, that? Oh, this isn't because I'm afraid. This was a gift.
From?
Now, why would I tell you?
Apparently you were talking a whole bunch just a little bit ago here.
Yes, I can give whatever information I want.
I know where your son is.
And she stops moving. And?
I'll make you a deal.
She turns. Are you sure you want to be making deals?
Your son for the barrier.
I have done many terrible things to my family and people I care about. You think I wouldn't sell my son out for this?
I'd like to discern intentions. I want to know if she's bluffing.
Anyone else like to, or just Constance?
Oh, sure.
I know nothing about her, so I'm not going to roll.
No, I'm just
Ariel doesn't care.
Ariel's still on the floor. Ariel doesn't care. She's on the floor still. She never got up, and
She's mad.
she put her brass knuckles on, and she just is envisioning in her mind pounding this lady like in the face with brass
Calm down,
knuckles.
ma'am.
I got an 11.
10. And
11.
11?
Mhm.
She is bluffing. She has her best poker face possible. There's just the slightest shift in her eyes.
Kimberly's gonna let out a little laugh.
Yes? Do you have something to say? Speak
I don't
up.
know. Do you need me to talk louder?
Well, clearly, you're
Th-
one to mumble.
Am I able to like get a vibe on the room? Like, is there energy coursing throughout it, kind of thing, or is it like all centered?
It's focused on in the chamber.
So it's not, in fact, going around
No.
where Manic was trying to go? Okay. She was bluffing about the vaporizing you, Manic.
No, I wasn't. If you go
What?
in there,
Wait,
you will be
I'm
vaporized.
confused. I'm confused. Was that for the vaporizing bluff, or was that bluffing on?
Thought he was trying to move around, and she's like, if you step out of line, or I might have been a misunderstanding.
She
I thought the
just said
bluff was.
if you went in there, you would get vaporized.
Oh, okay. I thought like around the
No.
outskirts of the room.
I thought the bluff was talking about how she would sell her son or whatever.
Yes, yes. But without saying she's bluffing, she was saying that she was bluffing. Was my intention there. um so why is her son even on the table here? Because I probably wouldn't have known anything about him, right?
No.
So she's talking the Constance.
Oh, yeah.
That question. Just like staring her down in the process.
Yeah.
Boyle.
Archibald, he should know to keep better company than he does. Because while I wouldn't depend on him to kill his own son, the people he's around, if I asked some of them, they would. Because they hate the UEG just as much as I do.
Can you roll force their hand?
Yes, I can.
Am I able to assist that in some way?
Assist or hinder.
13.
Don't even roll. She turns, places her hand on the console, taps a few buttons, and you watch as the ball of energy dissipates, and the force field is deactivated. And now, where is he?
Can I immediately like try to further break it
Sure.
so she can't turn it back on? Can I use 3 tokens for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's my tokens.
So, are you basically
He's
just
my
causing the
token.
machine to break itself?
Yes.
Yeah, and the machine just starts to
Severely damaged. Hopefully.
overload, basically. And she's still looking at where the energy was. Where is he?
That was a powerful sneeze.
I had to.
If you need to ask somebody specific, ask Mason Kane.
And she turns to you. Kane. Did I hear
Mason
you
Kane.
correctly?
You did.
Okay. She turns around. And just
He's a man of integrity, unlike his father. You should know that. That's why he'll answer your question.
Yes. And I am far too much like my father. And she just starts to leave, goes to leave. Would anyone like to try and stop her?
I would. Yes.
Guess the question is the force field still up?
You're gonna find out here.
It's not exactly a
Yeah.
force field.
Whatever she did, she stopped. So,
The force field around Colorado is gone.
oh yeah, no, I don't care about that. I care about trying to kill this woman, but she seems invincible. So,
Do you leap at her again?
No. Is she walking within my area at all?
Yeah.
Or So what I would like to do is try to, because Ariel's still sitting on the ground. So what she would like to do is try to like sweep the leg and knock her legs out from under her.
Okay. As you swing your leg, it hits this invisible something and snaps.
Oh,
God damn it!
As she stops, looks down, gives you a small smile, and leaves.
as she's leaving, can I use one of my 2 remaining holds on Jinx to tie her shoes together?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, they did.
Okay, yep. That makes sense.
worth a shot.
Yep. Then what I will do is I will attempt to have the door slam on her when she goes to leave.
So you go to leave, the door moves, shatters as it hits.
That's fine by me.
And she just walks as if it did nothing. It did not affect her.
Didn't
at
think
all.
it was going to do anything, but fuck it.
Concrete's going to go down and try his best to help Ariel. So,
She is screaming both in pain
what
and agony and
everyone
anger.
sees, including Ariel, Concrete puts his hand over and her leg fixes itself.
Oh,
I have to keep her focused and
Her
you'll be
snap.
fine until we get back.
It's not really fixed though.
It is to the world. You will feel it.
You
is
just gotta
fixed. Everyone
believe.
else will feel it fixed. Your body will think it is fixed. Once I stop, it will not. We gotta get you out of here.
it's kind of like self-hypnotation.
Manic, I don't want to fucking hear a thing.
Hey, Concrete,
Yeah.
can I see those grenades?
He takes off the belt with the grenades and hands it to Constance.
Great. Yeah, I think the only thing left to do is cause as much damage to these consoles as possible.
I already did a number to him, but wouldn't be the
I
only
believe
overkill
annihilation is
today.
always, yeah.
You affected like the actual like software functionality, right?
And the power grid, probably.
I just tried to cause as much damage as I could to it.
Like physical damage?
Technological.
Because I want to go after the hardware.
Like just
Yeah,
make it a
would be-
pile of nothing.
Constance using those grenades will help a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Blowing up more is always better.
really
Making a
quick, was I able to tell what kind of device she had on her? If it was a device?
It was not a device.
Okay.
And I will say, Ariel, in a way with your power, you can tell that she does not have a power.
It's anime bullshit.
Plot armor.
Kinda.
That's literal.
You can. This is only for Conor. You can blame Ariel for that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Well,
Constance, you're blowing up the console.
Yeah, just really pulling the pin on a few of the grenades and then tossing the satchel back in as we leave.
As you walk away, backs to this explosion.
I'll go to help and carry.
I can walk on it, can't I?
You'll be fine as long as I'm focusing on it.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Then.
Once we get back to the
Even
van,
though, yeah, she'll still walk with a limp just because it's like she knows it's not right.
but
So
it
it's like
feels
a,
real,
you
so
know, a
it's
mental
all,
thing.
It's wrong.
It's weird. Yeah, no.
So, will Constance be getting in the van with them?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So we're going to go to. If you would like to discuss anything on the drive back, which will be a couple days,
I will scream in pain half the time.
because in the van he cannot focus.
There's a number of explaining to do, and not enough time to explain.
Yeah, because somebody has to go to bed here in like 15 minutes.
Well, because my time is running short, I tend to go back when I get bored. Nan might be able to explain a little bit more about it, but the big thing is that, well, Nam came into this voluntarily because myself and a few other personalities manifested about roughly a couple years ago. He started becoming slightly insane, hearing cats gnawing on boxes, and do you want to like not the same stupid?
He is munching a lot.
He's being a butt. And to get answers, he joined the UEG effectively to learn what's going on. He gathered a few bits and pieces here and there, but not a whole lot from the facility itself. Though we can see things, strange things. Usually in our sleep, sometimes in a daze, but they always seem to come dangerously true.
Okay.
The Reaper that you're talking about, I know fairly. I've at least seen. I don't really know much about him, but I've seen them. So that's why
Where?
I'm just gonna point.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm confused on your explanation of who the Reaper is.
Yeah. Again, admittedly, I really have a very incomplete understanding of it, but Reaper was a creation of the greater darkness entity for purposes unknown. And last I knew, it was inside of a prison.
Well, it currently is. The mental prison, but it's a prison.
Yeah. Well, if last I knew, it was in a physical one too.
Oh. Wasn't sure if it was one of those see what they're doing now type of thing.
Yeah. That's strange.
It is. You also seem to know Vortex, you said his name was?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that guy very much. I have
Why?
I've had a few limited interactions with him, but he is unwilling to help anybody.
Strange. Seems to want to help Nam plenty.
Do what?
To be honest, I don't know.
I mean, I understand he might want to help with mental conditions or whatever whatever that might be. But anyway, no, I had asked Vortex for help in dealing with the Cabal, and he adamantly refused something about his maintaining integrity and doing his job, and also because he had a history of being burned by individuals he had helped before. He's a selfish asshole.
Well, I did stab him, so there's that.
Oh, I punched him.
Oh, there, common enemy. He
I
was telling
guess
Nam
so.
a little too much, so he was becoming a problem.
I see.
I'm sure Nam will have plenty more information for you, but I'm gonna go. It was interesting to talk to you, Constance.
Yeah, you as well. It's good to be on a team that likes to be a team.
Well, we have lived for the better part of at least a year with each other, so
I'm certain that helps.
ciao. And I'm gonna swap back with Nam.
And with that, we will end this episode of Entity Point, The Subjects. Thank you for watching.
The finger coming out.